the Geek. What up, guys? We made it. We made it back to the live. This has been a wild week, but also trying a new time without telling any of you. I said I was going to post about it. Said I was going to do that. I'm going to just try this fully organic. So if you're watching this later, this is 4 o'clock Pacific time on the West Coast on Sunday afternoon. Be an interesting time because I do like to watch football. And so it'd be interesting. Hopefully games are over. If a good game is ending, I'm going to be late. But other than that, it's going to be live. So I'm going to do the things that we do. And, yeah. Ooh, we can start a poll up in there. Oh, interesting. What's up? I'm starting to poll. That's why I'm not talking. And I guess I'm just like gonna do it in front of my face. Starting poll. Got 7 or says 7 C7N. I don't know. Interesting name. Don't know how to say it. Gonna be terrible. But I'm glad you're here, man. Like I was just saying, this is just like a completely organic thing. I didn't mention this to anybody. I kind of hinted at it the last time that we talked on live to a lot of people, that I was changing the day from Wednesday to something, and now I've done it, and I was gone last week, and now I'm trying to figure out all the stuff. What's up, 100% Trent? How are you doing today? Glad you are on here with me. And just getting my phone all set up. The first couple minutes of a live are just like hanging out, getting everything set. But you guys are welcome to ask questions. Bring it on. And Penguin Girly, let's go. I got you. There is supposedly like a new gifts goal thing, but chat filter. Got you, Penguin Girly. Got those triple snaps. What up? We got a bunch of people coming in. Hey, son, Ultra Fire. That's pretty rough, Ultra Fire, because my dad definitely died of cancer, but that's cool. Jeremiah Brown, what is up? Project XJ. No, I didn't, Caleb. I just figured I would see what the organic growth brought. And if you guys are in here organically, like everybody, you should hit that like button. And let's grow this thing. Let's get this thing rolling and get us some good times and fun things, guys. So bring it on. Bring on the likes. Bring on the comments. Let's hang out and have a good time. I don't know how long I'm going to be around hanging today, but the live chat is rolling. Love to answer your excursion questions. Love to, yeah, I don't know, just hang out, do the stuff. So just the live to me is just living life together, folks. It's a good deal. Kaylani, how are you doing? Somehow you have gotten the #1 crown. Alyssa, thank you for the donation already. That is amazing. What a way to start this thing out. Thank you so much. That is incredible. Nice, Caleb. Yeah, no, man. Yeah. Jeremiah Brown, my favorite NFL team has got to be the Seahawks, man. I'm Washington. I live in Washington, so it's the Seahawks. Stay Skids. I look from Han from Stray Kids. All right. Kaylin with the woot woot. Kaylani, how are you doing, Kaylani? You said you're doing good. Great. I already, yeah. So, but yeah, this is where we are, guys. I'm thinking about doing this as my new live time weekly. We'll see. This week was insane. I worked, we went on vacation, was in Hawaii last week, and we got back Monday. We're trying to catch up on stuff. Tuesday, went to work, 6:30, went to another job at 2:30, and then went to my third job when I got home from that job after dinner, which is this stuff, and finished at like 9:30 10:45 one night. Like, I worked 15-hour days this week. It was insane. Gonna be doing that probably every week, so it's gonna be kind of fun. Caleb, that is awesome, man. Yeah, the reclining seat is kind of neat. The people in the third row aren't stoked about it if you have people in the third row, but yeah, a couple inches is actually pretty nice. So kind of cool. Yeah, the other trick for the second row that a lot of people, that I did when I was young, and I don't know how big your kids are yet, but like when we were in middle school and the first couple years of high school before we could drive, we would flip the second row and lay it flat and then just sit in the third row and have like limo seating. So that was pretty cool. So yeah, already got the super chat going. YouTube sent me a message about this new feature that I could have like a goal or something in the super chat for the day and like put it in the chat box, but I can't find it. And so I need to do some more research. But my goal is, as always, to make a couple bucks. But, so if I make $50, $70 today that you guys want to attribute to, would absolutely love that. And just appreciate your total support. So, Kaylani, I am doing stellar. I am, a little bit caught up now and trying to get back into things. I was going to say, 7, they both recline, so it doesn't matter. George, how are you doing? Good. Glad to see a wave from you. Talon, how are you doing? Got a bunch of people coming in here. We've got a bunch of waves. If you have not hit that like button, you should do that. We've got a super chat goal if you want to donate. If you want to ask me any questions, I am happy to answer them. I am kind of the Ford Excursion guy. I need to change some typo things, which Caleb, Project XJ, has like kindly pointed out. So I appreciate him pointing that out. I'm not a good person on a good English writer. I don't know. I'm not good at talking either, apparently. I'm good enough that Talon subscribed, so that's awesome. Talon already hit the like button and everything. Appreciate that. Talon, do you have an excursion or anything, or how'd you find my channel? But yes, thank you, Caleb, for mentioning the thing. I need to look at that. I didn't have any time this week, so that didn't happen. But it needs to. And I actually was thinking about changing that. To like, I don't know what I'm going to change it to. I actually took a video of myself this week talking about it while I was driving for work, and so I need to do that. Just scrolling, Talon, that's awesome. Are you a car guy a little bit, or gal? I don't really know, Talon. But yeah. So I always like to know how people find my channel. I think it's just funny. If you are interested in cars at all, Talon, and especially if you're interested in Ford Excursions, or you just want to see somebody do some crazy things with a Ford Excursion. So the Ford Excursion was, and still is, one of the biggest SUVs ever produced. Ford built them from 2000 to 2005. And they're kind of a niche vehicle because they're pretty much the only actual 3/4 ton SUV ever built. They came with the same engine that the big diesel trucks came with. And they came with like the really crazy axles and drivetrain. So they're a pretty special vehicle. Mildly attractive snake pit shattered. This one right here, negative. This one has a V10 in it. There is another one that's behind you guys that has a 7.3 in it. Yes, I have 2 because one's not enough. I mean, it's obvious. Justin One Chains, what up, brother? How are you doing? Good to see your name on here. I recognize that one. Glad to have you around again today. But yeah, so yeah, mildly attractive. They are. It's a special beast, man. It's the 7.3 truck is one that will never go away, and I really really love it. Talon, I have my Jeep, my LJ, sitting right here. And then I've got my wife's Ford Edge. Gonzalo, I do not need software. No. Coachman, that's too bad because you're missing out on some of the best vehicles ever made. Project XJ says figured out my Excursion fires right up if I give it a little gas while turning it over. Oh, interesting. Disciple, Jesus loves me. Yes, he does, and he loves you guys too, and I love you guys, and I appreciate you guys, and I appreciate the support. So thank you, Disciple, for bringing that positivity into my stream today. That is awesome, man. Appreciate that. Yeah. That's super interesting, Caleb. So maybe it's maybe your FICM is getting weak. So it's not providing enough fuel through the fuel pump to actually put the fuel pressure at where it should be to start, and so you need to crack the injectors to let a little bit of fuel get in the cylinders. It's weird because that thing, right? How many miles are on that motor, Project XJ? I think you said there was like none, right? I was going to say, does it have a new FICM? It does have a new one. Can you test? I don't know how to test the voltage and stuff on all that, but that might be interesting because that would be, it's stupid. It shouldn't have a long crank at all. Batman from Italy, what is up? Welcome to the chat. Yeah, it's weird. Odd. And also, I don't understand why hitting the accelerator pedal would do anything, because it's all drive-by-wire. So, in theory, it can't crack anything, hitting the gas pedal to do it. Dollars and cents totally gets a 6-liter. Not enough fuel going from the Fraz Fram to the Rack-a-Lack. This guy, he's right. Batman says he is half Italian and half Pakistani. What is my ancestry? Dude, I am from all over the stinking place. Those two places are some places that I'm really not from. So, Nick right there. Hey, Nick, we've got an interesting question for you if you're a Ford tech. Did you work on the 6-liters? Yeah, it's super random. Project XJ. Yeah, let's see. There's a Ford tech that just popped in here. Caleb, Nick is right below you in the comments. So my eyebrows are blonde. Yeah, I've been in the sun a ton. I was in Hawaii last week. So Nick, you want an 05 Excursion or just an 05 6-liter? So Nick, Project XJ is experiencing a little bit of a long crank, unless he's found that if he hits the the gas pedal, it actually starts quicker. You got any insight on that, Nick? That's a goofy one. I was like, FICM not putting enough pressure, but then I started thinking about it. I'm like, well, it's drive-by-wire, so why would that have anything to do with it? Kind of an interesting one. Whenever my 7.3 cranks a little bit long, it starts cranking longer when the batteries start going. And then, like, sometimes when it's warm, it needs to crank, like, another half rotation or something. I am Batman. Dave S., buy a Ford. That'll fix all your problems. I am Batman. There's this truck, man. This is a 2000 Ford Excursion. It's been bobbed, so you can see the seam right there. I took 12 inches out of the back and squished the back end back onto it. And, yeah, so... there it is. It's really you, says show us your hug, and I just did. I was showing you my truck. That's my hug. Gabriel, what do I think of a Dodge Neon SRT4? Well, I saw the greatest meme about neons this week. I don't know if I've ever seen a successful person in a neon. I'm kidding. They are, I don't know. Yeah, Dave, I'm kidding, but, I'd check your transmission fluid, because if it's a little low, I could see it not having pressure built up when it's cold or something like that. So, yeah, that would be my like, only thing to check for yourself. You could get the transmission fluid changed if it's never been changed, but sounds like the transmission's starting to go. Unfortunately, with automatics, there's not really much you can do once they start. You just kind of drive them until they stop. So, it's really sad. I am Batman. You are right. It does take fuel a lot. Yeah, they're probably a little small for this truck, yeah. Project XJ, you're on here still. Nick is saying high oil pressure issue, stand pipes, etc. Need to perform a pressure test, also drain back valve on the oil filter housing. Fuel pressure issues or regulator is going. So, no problem, Dave. I had to get the Riz in there first, you know, the little Raz going. You know, Chevys and transmission problems. It happens. Yeah, you guys can only drive small stuff. Smaller roads. Yeah, so that's the interesting thing about this truck, Nick, is so Project XJ's truck is, it's an 05, but Ford just put a new motor in it, and it has like 8,000 miles on it. So it's a Ford tested reman. I'm Batman. I am all for immigrants coming to America the right way. America is built on immigrants. We have zero problems accepting immigrants. We take a ton of them from all over the world, but you need to do it the correct way, if you would ask me. And I don't want to get political, so that's as far deep as I will go. Ooh, that's an interesting one, Nick. Dave, you're thinking of buying a Ford? What are you thinking about buying? You should buy an Excursion. That'll fix your Acadia problem big time. You just get a 20-year-old truck. Yeah, so Project XJ, Nick has got a great point. So the pickup in the tank, except the thing is, it's not a sock on the 6-liter, Nick. It's a direct steel thing to that rubber, and that's the thing. Have you noticed, Project XJ, does it change with how much fuel is in the tank? Is it worse when it's like below a quarter tank? So, heck yeah, Batman. Yeah, so the rubber. So, yeah, I would check your fuel filters, and then exactly the rubber there. But if you've noticed, if it doesn't change with fuel, like if it does it full, it won't matter. But he's right, they do collapse. But I still think full, it would still have enough fuel. But I've replaced that. I actually have a 6-liter pickup inside of my 7.3 tank. I got rid of that filter and everything. But Nick, that's a great point. I didn't think about that. Is that they probably didn't drop the tank or anything. Oh, it's only when you start it in the morning? So it's something, so yeah, something is losing pressure overnight if it's a longer crank in the morning, and then it's better as you drive it around. Yeah, interesting. That does sound like, unfortunately, something a little bit deeper. I'm Batman. Yes, it is extremely sad. I don't want to dive into that at all because I don't like to create polarizing things, but to me, it is extremely sad. Paige says that they remember cooking my me doing something on something bad, and Paige just got themselves hidden from my channel. So, because I think if I said what they said, that it might get this video taken down. I'm not gonna say it. So anyway, yeah, but it's not cold, Nick. He's in Arizona, so it's literally like 110 degrees all night long. It doesn't use the glow plugs, probably. So, but like, what could they have missed on a brand? What's the warranty on this thing, Project XJ? I would take this sucker back to whoever did it. Be like, it has less than 10K on it. Why is it sitting overnight take longer to crank? And they're gonna be like, why are you so anal? I would imagine it would get worse in the winter. But the thing is, above 40 degrees, I was told at one point with my 7.3 that above, dude, I would take it back. I was told that above 40 degrees, the 7.3 does not use the glow plugs. So, yep, you're right. I am Batman. We do have a lot more land. It is a pretty incredible country to live in because of that. We have some of the greatest, national parks and some of the most beautiful land in the world. So, pretty awesome place. I have been around Italy. It is also pretty darn neat, but yeah, much smaller, and you guys have to be a lot more compacted. Oh, now he's after the hair loss already. Batman is just roughing with me. Yeah, the hair loss does happen, man. It's rough. So, hey, can you guys see this new poll, can you see the percentage? I didn't know. I guess you could see the percentage before, but you can see the percentage on this poll, right? We're at 32% Excursion owners, 68% not this time. We go in and out. Sometimes we have a lot. Sometimes we have not very many. But right now, I'm going to go over a couple of things, couple of exciting Excursion things that are happening. The first one, guys, is that Trail Hero is coming up. And the deal is, it's the 15th? Oh, it might be the 15th. It might be today. It's tomorrow. Tomorrow is the last day to sign up for online trails. And so if you are if you are interested in signing up for trails for Trail Hero, you need to use the code GEEKS, GEEKS 25, all caps. That's also an important thing. And you get 10% off, I think, on trails with that code. And I've got a ride on Friday. So if you guys want to come and wheel with this junk right here, you can come. And I would love to have you. So yeah, that is the next thing that is coming up. That is the end of this month, the 29th. I got to replace some parts. I got a little pile over there that I got to do to this truck before I leave. Going back to the hair loss thing, Project XJ says he gets more hair. It's just in the wrong places. Yeah, mine's running away from my face because my face is ugly. Yeah. You could watch the ICP. Interesting. I'm Batman. I prefer American Muscle all day long. Yeah, I think that's true, Nick. So, I'm Batman. You asked. I don't know why it's not going to let me show it. You asked if I had kids. I don't have kids. Yeah, so Project X, dude, I would take it and be like, hey, leave this thing. I'm leaving this thing here overnight. Try and start it in the morning. Tell me what's wrong with it. Because like he's saying, you could check those pressures and you can watch and see. Japanese cars, they could have better handling. But I like to go fast and have a big motor. Small motors are lame. But yeah, they do have typically are going to handle a little better. Just they're all tiny too. I don't like how small the JDM stuff is. It's all tiny. I like small cars. Yep, sound of that American V8 and the sound of the American V10. Like, bring it on. Hiding some people. Yep, same here, Batman. Yeah. Oh, Viper? There's a V10 right here. How rude, Project XJ. How rude. This is better than a Viper. No, it's not. Hey, if you're in here and you haven't hit that like button, you should do that. He did say car. I don't care. Steve, what is up, man? I recognize that name, actually. Steve, how are you doing today? Heck yeah, we do, Batman. Who needs healthcare? Yeah. Yeah, I don't... So, in all honesty, I mean, you can school me on this, Nick. So if the high-pressure injection on diesel is gone, how are they firing? Are they all electronic injectors now that are being fired from a computer? I actually don't... know a ton about diesel. I know a lot about a 7.3, and I don't like trying to understand how a diesel actually works, which is combustion and fuel. It doesn't make any sense. Like combustion, air, and fuel with no spark. Like to me, it doesn't even hardly make sense. And so, not having the injectors fired by oil also makes less sense. But then I talked to like a friend. I have a friend with the Chevy with the little Duramax Chevy with the 6-cylinder and a 1500, and we like are talking about stuff and like warming. Like he doesn't have to warm it up. He doesn't have to do anything. It's cool. Oh, interesting. Okay. You got a Bronco, Batman? That's awesome. I didn't even know. Is it a Bronco Sport or is it like a full-size Bronco? I didn't know that they were shipping those anywhere. I don't pay attention, but so on the next thing, the next piece of agenda. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's exactly. It just sounds insane to me, right? Right, Project XJ. It just sounds like it sounds like it wouldn't work. Yeah, the next thing on the agenda, though, if you own a Ford Excursion and you want to be a part of the first ever Ford Excursion only event that we're going to do, that is in Texas. That is at Maris Adventure Park. It is April 8th, 9th through the 12th. And I'm going to have tickets available for that pretty darn soon, guys. So be watching for that. I'm going to post on all the things. Community tab here, Facebook groups, all this stuff. We'll have some tickets going, and we are going to do this event. What we're going to do there, that I don't know. But it's going to be awesome. Caleb, you just need to come. This is not pick you up. It's not on the way. Well, you are kind of on the way because I'm going to be coming down from Moab. But you just need to meet me up. Meet me, man. We'll go cruise out there together. Except I'm going to be driving. I'll be in Texas. Like, I'm going to try and go to a friend's house for Easter. So I'll be there a little early. Ryan got the wave going on. Ryan, hit that like button. Glad to have you in here. And thank you for saying hi. What questions do you have about the Ford Excursion? Do you want to just say hi and peace? You just let me know. I am here to hang out with you guys and answer questions. Awesome. Nice, Batman. That's cool. That's yeah, gotta have the good cars. Cool, Ryan. Thank you for your service, man. I really appreciate everybody in our armed forces. So thank you very much for that. It's a random thing to start with, though. But you are a Marine, so that makes sense. I'm kidding. I have a bunch of buddies that are Marine Corps, so appreciate what you're doing. Yeah, so the excursion event in Texas, yeah. 7, I'm entertaining him. Great. I'm Batman. I don't really know what you're asking. Do I accept food from my neighborhood? I mean, yeah. 3 tours in Iraq. Dang, Ryan. Well, thank you, man. That is not easy, and we appreciate you, and I think I can speak for a lot of my followers that we all very much appreciate you. So thank you, man. Thank you for coming around and being a part of my community. Are you an Excursion owner, too, or just found me scrolling? I'm glad to have you either way, but I love to know Excursion owners that are vets, so that's cool. I said, not a vet. One of my best friends is a vet. The guy that helped me with a lot of this stuff. He's a Marine Corps vet. So yeah. That would be sick, Batman. Yeah, subscribe. Do the stuff. There you go. There's another one in Armed Forces. Nick, thank you for your service, too, and thank your wife for her service. This is cool. I figure I do have a lot of followers that are in Armed Forces, and I appreciate all of you guys, and I am super grateful for what you do for me and this country. So, yeah, you guys are awesome. glad to have you as part of my family in this thing. This has been a cool community builder, and I just love hanging out with you guys and getting to know you more, so it's cool. Yeah, but Nick, you still are doing service because you are or have dealt with either PTSD or her being gone or all that stuff. So you still have done cool stuff. So my friend Grayson Camo are the same way. His wife was in, and he's done all kinds of the vet things to help her out and all the PTSD stuff and all that. And then you still got to go through some stuff. So it's still appreciated to you. Heck yeah, Ryan, anytime. Where are you located? Emery, this live stream is about Ford Excursions, but really we're just talking about the Ford Excursion community. If you like the Excursion, or if you have ever wanted one, or you do own one, they're just talking about things. People ask questions. Right now we're talking about military service, so all that. Dang, Batman. Yeah, Ryan, Maryland's a long ways away, my friend. Yep, Batman, we just hang out. And yeah, if you're going to be mean, I'm going to kick you out. Dude, but I think people forget that. Like, there's a big part of that, and it ain't easy. It's not, yeah, I've heard some stories. So I know that there's yeah. So I think people forget that the military spouses and stuff also go through the same deal, whether you're in or not. So, anyway, we still got Ford Excursion stuff. I am the Ford Excursion guy. We're just talking about all this stuff. Batman, yeah, I would like kids, yeah. 1960 bike, your average country man. That's rad. I love a bike with a banana seat. Ryan Williams, Sergeant Major. Cool. Nice. Nick can be here to answer questions on mod motors. That's great. Daniel, Barry Sports Highlights. Thank you for coming by. Appreciate you. Hey, everybody. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday to you guys. Awesome, Emery. Singer-songwriter in Nashville, Tennessee. Dude, that is awesome. You should... would love to use some of your stuff. If you are up for that, you should send me an email and send me some links to what you got and long form videos and stuff if I can sneak them in. Would love to use it if I dig it. I will be honest, if I don't like it, I won't say that I hate you or anything, but I just won't use them. And that's not that I hate you or anything. It's just that sometimes music is not everybody's taste, right? Does that make sense? Batman would buy a Camaro. Would I buy? Hell no, I wouldn't buy a Camaro. I very much dislike the new Camaros. I have kind of, like a 73 Trans Am, but that's the only Chevy that I would ever own. Nick, so the Excursions only ever got the 2-valve, even in 2005. So, kind of interesting. Ryan asked, would I like a Hummer? The new one or an older one? The answer to both is probably no. The new one interests me a little bit more because it's kind of interesting being electric. But I don't love the idea of electric at the same time. It's interesting, right? Does that make sense? Yeah, so Project XJ also would maybe use your stuff, Emery. Emery, geeks4x4@gmail.com is the easiest email. Just geeks4x4, the same name, channel name here at Gmail. Shoot me an email. Send me some links. No, yeah, you're good, Nick. Yeah. Batman, this Excursion I bought in 2022 or 1, I can't remember. The other Excursion my family bought new in 2000. Yeah, exactly, Nick. Yeah, so the Excursion kind of got like the hand-me-down stuff. They knew they were going to discontinue it. I bet they knew they were going to discontinue it in 2004. And then in 2005, they just threw everything at it. So, yeah. Would I like to have a 1964 Chrysler Jetstream? Now, I don't know that I can picture what a Chrysler Jetstream is, but it sounds cool. Ryan's in Afghanistan right now. Holy smokes, man. That's awesome. Yeah. Yeah, Batman, just need to drive one. Nick, no. I don't think that this truck... I haven't had all the plugs out of it yet. But I don't believe that this truck has ever shot a plug. Not really sure. Yeah, you can do that, Emery. Or like I said, email me. It's just geeks4x4. So GEKS4x4 at gmail.com. And then I can email you back. But yeah, would love to use your stuff. Like I said, Project XJ is a good buddy of mine. He's got a YouTube channel too. We just need like good copyright-free music that can go in the background or be through things, and be really cool to be like, I have a follower that is a artist that I'm actually using the music on. That'd be cool. Super cool. Yeah. Seven says he owns a 2003 7.3 four-wheel drive Excursion, and he's thinking of doing the coil swap. What year donor truck would be the best? Do I know? You know, I know some things. I'm just kidding. Yeah, so the best, easiest years, 7, is 05 to 07 Super Duties. So, yeah, Project actually just put it in there. Oh, the turbine jet car. Oh, no, yeah, no thanks. No thanks, your average countryman. I don't want a turbine. So, yeah, 05 to 07 is the best. You can do up to, like, 10 or something. They did change something in... When they stopped using a tone ring in the rear end to get the speedometer thing, that becomes an issue. The reason to get an 05 to 07 axle set is because the frames are super similar, and the track bar bracket just bolts on. So, there's some, like I said, the tone ring in the rear end it seems to be what changed, and I don't know I don't know enough about that because I did the 05 ones. Will S, do I sound at all British to you? No. Yeah, so at some point Ford stopped using a tone ring, but you can actually add the tone ring on to, so like if you were to buy the 2011 axle with the E-locker in it, you can actually add the tone ring to it. So it's kind of interesting that you could do that, but it's a ton of work, and then you could actually, but you could use that carrier with the E-locker, which is cool. So I'm not going to try doing a British accent. Ryan, you have a 2026 F-150. Man, I didn't even know they were coming out with the new ones yet. But that is awesome. Feels like you have one of the first ones. Yeah, dude. You always got to upgrade it. I'm not the right person to tell you no. F-150s are hard. You can't do a ton to them. IFS and stuff. But make it like you want it. Don't lift it stupid high. Yeah, don't. Just do a couple inch lift and 35s or something. Don't go too crazy on it. Keep it nice to drive. Yeah, that would be the best upgrade. Buy a 350. Yeah, Nick, I've actually heard that from a couple people. Staying off the grid just came in here and straight calling me gay, so that's fun. They get to go away. What? Why? I don't understand why. Like, your life is that bad that you have to come into somebody's stream and pick on them. Like, I'm so sorry, man. I shouldn't have let you. I shouldn't have kicked you out. I just feel really bad for you. So I just let you go and go on your own way. Bye. No one actually off-roads an F-150. Yeah. Ryan, this truck is 1.5 inches over stock. Yeah, Nick. The V10 has an interesting crank thing. I wonder, do you know, like, what were those guys doing? Was it high revs? Was it like run it, because I'm always wondering about all that. A lot of these guys are putting really tall gears in these, and I went 488s. So my freeway cruise is like 2350, and then in third gear it's like 3400. And so it never really, like, every once in a while off road, I'll have fun with the rev limiter. But like I'm never really working it and sticking above $4,000. And so I don't know. I'm trying to be nice to it, right? Yeah. Oh no, I take it as a total compliment, Project XJ. I've just learned. So I watch, and I haven't said this to anybody. Um, yeah, it's for the base, man. You're good. Um, oh, it's interesting. Yeah. So I watch Gary V. I don't know if you guys ever heard Gary Vaynerchuk. And that's like his motto when people come in and they pick on you. It's actually like, but it's such a true thing. Like think about where somebody's lives need to be coming in to somebody else's live on YouTube, and really the first comment they say is picking on somebody or attacking them or being negative. And you're like, people that uh people that are doing well and are being positive are never going to come in and pick on somebody else, right? So that's what I think of. And yeah, it is a compliment, like I said, to get people that are not in here. It's awesome. I am, super grateful for every comment. But I just, like, if you change your mindset to that, it's an interesting, like, yeah, you're just like, I'm sorry that you're hurting so much that you came in and you want to hurt me, right? Your lieutenant just threw a beer can at you? Bro. That's not good. Yeah, exactly. So that's the mindset. And that's why I say I feel bad for them, because it's like I'm just going to kick them out and they get to do their own thing, cuz it's not worth my time. It's not worth me being sad about it. And but yes, it is a compliment. It means that people are seeing this and people are being around, and that's awesome. Yeah, yeah, the V10s. I do agree, Nick. I've owned a 7.3. If you heard that, my family bought the 7.3 when it was brand new. So in October of 2000, and so I've always kind of scoffed at the V10, and so when I wanted to build a truck for off-roading, and like doing this, cutting it in half and shortening it. Like I said, I bobbed it, so you can see this. The split, the seam is right here. Cut 12 inches out of the back of it, and when I wanted to do that, I wanted a cheaper one, obviously, and then I really didn't want to smell the diesel all day long on the trail, so I bought a V10, and I was like, this actually doesn't suck as much as everybody says it did, or like back in the day, it felt like, everybody was so making fun of them. And the thing just, it does really well. It gets about 12 miles per gallon. It's got plenty of torque, plenty of power. And so, yeah, exactly. No need to wait for boost. And that, I actually don't know that I would like to off-road one of these, because of that. You have to build the boost. And yes, it makes torque down low, but you got to get the RPMs up enough to build boost so that it'll actually do things. So yeah. Batman, how old do you think I am? Tesla's not taking over here. They exist, but you cannot drive a Tesla across this country and be happy with it still. Seems sketchy. Yeah, exactly, Nick. It's just like, yeah, you're just like, why? Why do I have to like build? And then when you let out of it, because you think like, you're like, all right, I'm done. I climbed that obstacle, and it does all this stuff, and you're just like, dang. So, Batman, you're pretty close. I will be 32 very soon. So not bad. Not bad at all. So what other excursion things do we got, guys? Let's try and steer this conversation a little bit more Ford Excursion related. Would love to dive into questions like that with you guys. That's the idea on being here. Somebody was talking about a coil swap. If you want to go deeper into that, like I said, I've got tons of videos on that. Also, Seven, I don't know if you're still in here. I do consulting too. So if you want to like sit down with me and just have a conversation and help you get all the right parts sorted out and just be able to ask me questions, you are welcome to do that. It's pretty cheap. So, but I just like started that side of this business. It's trying to consult and help people do what you're talking about, and help you with an idea, and then hopefully help you through it. So yeah, on the link tree, I actually don't know if it's gettable from YouTube. I need to think about that. There's a link to the consulting thing. I'll deal with that. Batman, this has 230,000 miles on it. The other one over there, the 7.3, has 300 and I think it's still at 348. It doesn't get driven all that much. Peace out, Ryan. Thanks for hanging. Glad to have you. Thank you for your service, my friend. Yeah, Nick. Tons of people in Utah call them MAVs, man. Good old Mavs. Yeah, Nick, I'll be in Utah end of this month here. So Trail Hero is in Utah. So I'll be in St. George. If you want to come out and hang. Peter, that's a great question, my friend. Peter asks, how do I get a big truck with a bad credit score? Make decent money. So here's the deal, Peter. Go find Dave Ramsey. Just kidding. Save some money, man. Buy it cash. Don't buy it on credit. If you can't afford it, you don't need it. That would be my thing. And buy an old one. So this truck right here cost me $3,000. You can save that up pretty quick at $30 an hour. Nice. Yeah, Nick. Yeah, I figured. Most people are up in northern Utah. Nah, I don't really want to. Yep. Always try and buy cars cash. That's what I do. We bought a nice car for my wife that we didn't do cash, but we did pay it off very quick. So, but yeah. Yeah, that's about what I think you have the same as I've got. If I put them all together. No, maybe I'm only at 5 currently. So. Yes, Beverly Hills is the place where all the Hollywood stars live, Batman. So, yeah, you're going to see a lot of rich people there. But yeah, I that would be my main suggestion is learn how to save money, save up, buy something you can afford. 2000s Ford trucks now, like I'm seeing V10s, I'm even seeing 7.3s that need work. Yeah, Peter said something, very bad. He said he was thinking about a Silverado or a new Ram, something that screams, that he needs help in another area. I'm not going to leave that comment on there though. If you want one of those, then you need help in that area. So, just go for it. Yeah, the prices have been, there's stuff starting to fall. Stuff starting to fall about everywhere. So, no, I've just seen some bad things. I don't think anybody in Beverly Hills is living the American dream. They're all working their butts off, and they live in a terrible place. The American dream is had in Tennessee and Texas and Oklahoma and all that. Everybody there is spending way too much money on everything. You're not getting anything in return because they live in California. It's terrible. So, anyway, let's go to Ford Excursion stuff. Let's steer this conversation that way. But yeah, I have noticed, I've been watching, I'm waiting for the $1,500 Excursions to come back. 7, I was born and raised in California as well, my friend. There's a reason that I dislike it. Where are you from, 7? Are you still in California? Yeah. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, so I'm waiting for the $1,500 excursion to come around. I need one of those. You're in LA. Dang, man. Yeah, you are there he is. There you go, Batman. He is right there in there. So 7, I grew up in Temecula, like Marietta area, so down Inland Empire. And you know what? I think it's a great place to be from, and I'm not mad about growing up there, but I cannot imagine living there now and trying to start a life there, trying to get anywhere there because of the cost of everything. And yeah, except that I shouldn't talk that much because freaking Washington is trying to catch up. The good part about Washington, we still don't have income tax. So got that going for us. It's like 15-20% raise from California just by moving here. Pretty sweet. So yeah, who in here? Yep, you're right, 7. The weather, if you love the weather, that's fine. And if you're willing to pay for the good weather, and if you can pay for the good weather, then do it, man. I totally agree. But for me, I just didn't want to work. I didn't want to work that hard, and I didn't want to have that much pressure. And yeah. Yep, Batman, you can see that pretty much every other state. Yeah, that's what I'm at. I think it's actually 75 right here right now. It's a pretty nice day here in Washington. So no complaints from me. We've got some pretty good weather. We do get a little snow, but this time of year, I got better weather than everybody else in the country. Except that I have mountains that catch on fire. We've got a little bit of smoke right now, so that's a little annoying. Yeah, I get 300 days of sun here too. So, like I said, I've lived there. I've had it. It's if you want that, you can live there and spend the money for it. That's just fine with me. I don't need to talk anybody into moving. In fact, don't move. Please don't move to Washington. We don't want any. So, no, I agree. The weather there is killer, man. So, I do miss the weather, and I do miss, like, the 3 people that I know that still live there, because everybody else is run. So, yeah. Batman, I think what you're talking about with the LA fires is like a couple years ago. But they do burn around there typically every year. Mohammed, hi, how are you doing? We are just in here talking about Ford Excursions. I need to go through a couple of little things. Mohammed said he's from Pakistan. I am from the U.S., my friend. Yeah, we're just talking about Ford Excursion stuff, so. Yeah, they're doing it up here in Washington, so you guys are next. And actually, down there in Arizona, you guys are worst. You got some of the highest, like, registration fees that I've ever heard. It is insane. Especially Phoenix area. So, I'll keep my cheap registration here. And I like the fact that Washington has outsourced licensing centers. So, like, licensing departments here are not run by the state. They're actually a private entity that is a license express, and they work with the state. So there's like, there's so many, there's so many of these things that there's not a big line. Like, I've only ever waited like 10-15 minutes to do anything license-wise. And I walk out of there with a license plate every time that I get a new one. It's pretty nice. Oh, man. You own Ford, huh? That's awesome. I didn't know. Was there a Ford manufacturing plant in Pakistan? You said Pakistan? I forget what you said. Yeah. Well, yeah, was there a Ford manufacturing plant? Yes, Batman. So, the Ford Excursion event, April 9th. I have to think about it because somebody said the 8th at one point. Yeah. April 9th through the 12th, Maris Adventure Park. It's in North Texas. It is going to be the first ever, like, actual big-time Ford Excursion event, guys. The hope is that we're going to do this thing every year. With the amount of interest, I presume that it's going to be pretty darn big, too. Hoping to get a lot of trucks out there. So we're going to get the tickets up pretty soon, and I will definitely share those with you guys and get you to buy them. Also got the Super Chat open. If you are up for donating something to the Geek, I would totally appreciate that. Anything counts. I have gotten a couple little things today, and if you want to do some more, I would really, really appreciate that. The other thing is the next big event that I'm going to be at. It's the end of this month. I am leaving the 27th of September and headed down to southern Utah for Trail Hero, which is an amazing off-road event. If you got somewhat built off-road rig and you have not been to Trail Hero, I don't know what you're doing with your life because you're missing out on one of the best events of the year. Last day to register for Trails Online is tomorrow, I think. And you need to use the code GEEKS, GEEKS, 25 for 10% off of your trails. If you don't do it tomorrow, you can sign up at the event. It's going to cost you more, though. And, yeah. So yeah. Great. Brian, you coming to Trail Hero? Wait, Brian, are you who talked to me the other day on the comments? Are you in here right now? You got the excursion and you're coming for Trail Hero? Are you coming to all the trails with me, man? Let's chat. I'm so excited to wheel another excursion. Afterwards, my friend, you might be able to email them and be like, hey, can I use the code Geeks 4x4 or Geeks 25? Or say, can I add a coupon code or something? I don't know. They might let you do that. Rich and his crew, I don't know who runs that, are pretty great. So they might. But no promises, no guarantee, but it's probably worth asking them. They're pretty awesome. Brian, are you... see, I recognize your name in here, but I didn't recognize it when you commented. I don't know. Have I seen your truck, Brian? You should post... If you go into my community thing, you guys can actually post pictures of your trucks in there. So I would love to see a picture of it, man. What trails did you sign up for? I'm doing like Razzle Dazzle, Milt's Light. Like everything is in the... Oh, it is on there. Okay. It's... Oh. Okay. The white... Okay. I think... Okay, we've talked. I'm coming back now. I think I'm coming back. Okay, cool, Brian. That's awesome. Yeah, all of my trails, like if you want to sign up... I don't know how many days did you sign up for, Brian? Because if you go to the event on my Facebook page, so if you go to Geeks 4x4 on Facebook and you go under events, and you don't even have to be on Facebook to do that, you can just Google Geeks 4x4 Facebook, and I think you can see my events, and then you can see what trails I'm doing what day. If you want to come with me every day, you're more than welcome to. But you can... I don't know off the top of my head what trails I'm doing every thing. Mohammed, you like white vehicles? I'm 50-50. 50-50. White's a great color, but it's kind of boring at sometimes. But also, it hides things really well, but then it's like lame and doesn't stand out. It's like you got all the sides of it. I love my white Excursion as well. The blue one shows the pinstripes way worse. Yeah, Brian, tell me what trails you signed up for. I'll see where you're... I can't remember your truck completely. It's on 37s or something. I'm just stoked, man. I'm stoked. I literally have never wheeled with another Excursion, which is hilarious to me. I wheeled with, which will be really funny, because I wheeled with a Suburban. Bye, Caleb. Um, oh, okay, cool. Yeah, but Brian, what other trail? Do you remember the names of the other trails? Does mileage matter? Doesn't matter to me. Nice to meet you, Muhammad. 35, sick. So yeah, I need to go find your truck and comment on that. It's really hard for me to comment on the pictures that you guys post. It's really weird. They made it like I can see them on the YouTube Studio app, but I can't comment on them. And then I have to go dive in on the YouTube app to find and comment. And yeah. Yeah, well, like I said, if you want me, what do you remember the ratings that you signed up for? Like, did you sign up for like 4 max, like a trail rated number 4 max? Because I think you'll probably be fine with that. All the lowers, okay. Yeah, I think you could probably come on. Are you doing? Do you remember if you signed up for Tokerville Falls to do the evening run? Muhammad, you own a Civic. That's a small little car. Yeah. Well, if you want to send them to me, or honestly, if you are going to email Trail Hero and you did want to get on all the trails with me, the hardest trail I'm going to do is West Rim. And we'll see how the truck's doing and stuff for yours. If there is a couple little things in there that we'll put you away around if we need to on mine. If I don't know if you have rock sliders and stuff, but there is like one drop that I just wouldn't want to run somebody's doors down. Yeah. Okay. So it's not a night run. It's just an evening. It's Tokerville Falls for sunset. So I lead that one every year. It's a really good time. And that's Thursday, and then Friday's my run. I'm doing Razzle Dazzle and then Milt's Light. I think it's, I don't know what order it's in. I think it's Razzle Dazzle Tuesday and Milt's Light on Wednesday, if I remember right. Yeah, man, it would be the best zombie apocalypse mobile. And then I don't have anything for Saturday yet. I'm going to probably do something dumb Saturday. Yeah. No, cool. That's great. No, I just didn't know if you wanted to come on all of them with me or not. I'm just glad there's going to be another excursion out there in general. It's going to be a good time. You're on 35s. Are you, I need to go look at your picture, but are you like lifted much or just kind of 35s and ready to roll? Yeah, like I said, we're a 6, but we'll get you around. Whiz Kids, it will make it to Tokerville Falls. Are you in Utah and you want to come to Trail Hero? Because if you do, 2-inch lift, 35s, yeah, you'll have a good time. We'll get you through. We'll get you through some of the fun stuff, and we'll take you around some of the stupid stuff on West Rim, and yeah. What's up, Jason? How are you doing? Good to see some familiar faces. Whiz Kid, are you thinking about coming to Trail Hero? Yeah, no, 2 with 35s is plenty tall. Yeah, it's totally, dude. I'm running 40s with 2 inches of lift, so I love 2 inches of lift. Honestly, Whiz Kid, you thinking of coming to Trail Hero? Dude, yeah, you can come. You probably. I've created my Geeks 4x4 run on West Rim now, which is probably a dumb idea. If you do want to come to Trail Hero, it's in Utah. It's at the end of the month. And you want to sign up for trails, sign up for the Tokerville Falls night run on Thursday night. That will be a really fun trail for you with a stock excursion, just to come and do the thing. It's a good time. And you won't hurt anything, and you'll get to see what the truck does off-road. There's definitely some harder trails that you can do, but yeah, it's a good time. I'm trying to think of other trails because it's pretty stock. If it's like you're just running. Mohammed, yes, I am sitting in my garage. This is not a green screen. This is a truck. Guys, we got tons of boats, but we don't have very many Excursion owners in and out of here today. 27% of us. 28% of us. Yeah, WizKids, shoot me an email with your Excursion specs and everything. Let me help you get some trails if you want to. They do stop online signups for trails tomorrow. So shoot me an email, geeks4x4@gmail.com. And I'll send you my coupon code, or I can tell it to you right now. It's Geeks25. So GEEKS 25. That'll get you 10% off of the trails. And then, yeah, you can make it to Togerville Falls, no problem. And then if you send me some pictures, and I'll kind of guide you on some other trails that you might have a good time on. I don't want anybody to come and be like, everything was too hard and I beat my stuff up. I don't want that. So, like I said, if you're gonna come on my ride, a stock Excursion, if you're willing to, if you're bone stock and you're willing to beat it up and scrape things and do that, then you're going to have a great time. If you are not willing to do that, then you're not going to have a good time. 2-inch lift and 35s, you really shouldn't scrape body. You'll probably scrape some other things, but I think we can keep your body away from everything with a 2-inch lift and 35s. So that's how simple it is, my trail, but it's also like, I don't want somebody to show up with a stock one and be like, am I going to hurt it? Like, yeah, probably. Mohammed, what's my favorite 4x4 vehicle? Well, I am the Ford Excursion guy on the old internet. So it's got to be a Ford Excursion to me. Best vehicle ever. Dala. I don't know what that is, but that's cool. Yeah. So Trailhead is going to be a great time. We've got some people coming with other excursions. Guys, I'm so excited to wheel with other excursions. You have no clue. I've only said that like 12 times on the live already. But I am. I really am. I am excited to meet other excursion owners that are willing to wheel and that are willing to do cool things. And so I think it's going to be a really good time. And hopefully we get to hang out more than just the trail. That's why I'm asking you, Brian, because I want to hang out with you more than just the trails. So if you got an excursion coming, I want to we need to go to lunch every day. so yeah, I got to hang out with the excursion people. They are my people. Hey, Brian, if like I said, if you're up for some body modifications, then you can really do everything on West Rim, no problem. You're in the campground, at Sand Hollow? Or are you pulling a trailer down with this excursion? Or at Jellystone? Yeah, where are you camping? Yeah, dude, like I said, I'm just so stoked. You should email me with your phone number and stuff, Brian. I will, I'll text you when we get down there, and we'll hang out, man. I'm excited about that. Oh, at the fairgrounds. Okay, cool. Yeah, you're camping in your excursion, I take it. But yeah, geeks4x4@gmail, or private message me on any of the socials, and we'll hang out. And like I said, if you wanted, I don't know how this all works, but if you did want to switch your trails around to come with me every day, I'm stoked about that. I think there's room on all my trails still. And then we could wheel together and you could watch what a dumbly built excursion does. But I think you're going to have a great time. And, yeah, especially if I kind of wheeled the exact same way. As long as the door's open, I'm good. And this first thing that I did was really rough on the door, and the door still opens. So, I don't really know how well the bottom of the door would fold and still work, but, Rock and Glock out. What an awesome name. Happy Sunday to you, my friend. We are just in here live talking about Ford Excursion, so I am so glad you came to join us. Talking about Trail Hero, the next event that I have coming up, going to go hang out with a subscriber here, Brian. He's got his excursion coming, and yeah, I got Incognito coming in and saying hi. I recognize that name as well. Thank you guys for showing up. Didn't do any promoting on this. I think this is going to be my new time, though. Sundays, 4 p.m. Pacific until whenever I decide to leave you. Mohammed, the weather up here is very nice. It is about 75 degrees today. It is a little smoky, a little cloudy today, as well as that. It's been kind of raining a little bit. So starting to feel like fall a little bit here in Washington State. So Matthew's diecast collection. Do I like any other cars? I mean, yeah, man, I like tons of other cars than the Ford Excursion. Matthew, I do have a question for you. Have you ever found a diecast Excursion? Because you're a diecast collector. It's what it says in your name. Have you ever found one? I would like to know it. Yeah, Matthew, I love pretty much all cars, man. I'm just a car guy, truck guy, the thing. I've had a 2006 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited sitting right here next to me. And got my wife's Ford Edge. I've got an Escape. I've got a Trans Am. I'm just a car guy. I just love cars. And unless it's just a basic car, then it's pretty annoying and lame. But if it's something cool, I dig it. So, and I respect all builds. I really enjoy watching. I'm not a JDM guy, but like doing something like that. You own a bike? Cool. Full Little Dog 23 owns a bike. Sweet, man. That's awesome. They're very expensive. Talk to me, Matthew. Jason, we need to make that happen, my friend. Instead of a duck, we need a freaking silicone gas pump on all of our dashes. I love that. Yep, Mohammed, yeah. Just a car guy, man. I just love everything. I just happen to be the Ford Excursion guy. I don't know near as much about every other type of vehicle. I know a lot about the LJ because I've owned that for a long time too. Also built a 71 Jeepster Commando. I've owned 5 Mazda Escapes and Tributes. Yeah. 1800. What scale is it? Or are you making it, Matthew? Is it like an 18 scale Excursion diecast? So I'm kind of thinking of having a friend print me on his 3D printer. Or, thinking hard. A model for this. Oh, an 18 scale Excursion. I've never seen those. Are they on eBay or something? How have you found those? Send me a link if you know where they are. Geeks4x4@gmail.com. I would love to see one. I didn't know they existed. So I'm not going to pay $1,800 for it. I am too cheap for that. But I would like to see one. That'd be awesome. Yeah. Dang, Mohammed. That's cool. Australia's going to be a really fun spot. Jason Hartfield, guys, this is maybe the best Excursion idea I've ever heard. Jason Hartfield says, I want to put gas pumps in the dash like Jeepers do the ducks. And I think that this is an excellent idea. This is 10 out of 10, approved by Geeks 4x4. Geeks 4x4 approved. If gas stations want to start selling little gas pumps that are made out of rubber, little squeakies, that say Texaco or that say Conoco or that say Loves, the Excursion guys will buy those and I will make that a trend. I promise you. Yeah, Brian gets it. Yeah, we get green ones for the diesel guys. We get a couple little rubber gas. Dude, that is maybe one of the best ideas I've ever heard. I can have a friend start 3D printing those. That's not a big deal. But the 3D printed ones are going to be plastic, so we'd have to stick them to the dash so they don't hurt us. We could just start printing them. Rock Out and Glock Out, he's also down with this. He's got a 2007 3, 76 CJ5, an 89 YJ, and a 2017 Dirty Max Z71. That's awesome. Nice fleet there. Brian, if you're gonna print one, you need to bring one to Trail Hero for me, man. You guys bring me that's the thing. That's the thing. Start bringing Geeks 4x4 gas pumps when you do it. You can either do the nozzle. You got to be nice and small, and we'll just have them all over the place. I'm gonna do that for the event. Wait, hang on. I gotta pause this and write this down. It's written on the list, guys. It's on the list. The list for the event. Give out gas pumps like ducks. That's amazing. Jason, that idea is going viral. We're gonna do it. I'm so in. I'm so in. The Excursion community will. The diesel guys will be like, I get 20 miles per gallon. I'm the best. Like, have a sense of humor, diesel guys. I'm one too. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Yeah, so pretty fun. So we got that sorted out. Any other event ideas? So you guys know I am planning the first ever like big time Ford Excursion event. It's gonna be a multi-day event. It is April 9th through the 12th next year. And what kind of events, what kind of things do you want to do when you go to it's like a truck meet, but it's a multiple day, it's a camping thing. I kind of think of it as like an overland event, but it's not an overland event. Like, what do you want to see at an event like that? And if you're going to pay, it sounds like the tickets are going to be right around $250 for the weekend. So for the 9th through the 12th, for camping, for everything that you've got, $250. It's going to be great. And so what do you want to see for that price? What makes it better to pay that price to go? What do you guys think? I know Brian knows the pain of that price. He just paid for a bunch of trails at Trail Hero. It's expensive to go to events like this. It can get expensive really fast. And so I want to make sure that it's worth it. I want to make sure that we give you guys enough things that make it to where you want to come to the Excursion event every year, because we did this. Like, I'm thinking of chats every night where people just ask questions, or like kind of a car show where we go around and honestly, like, I really want a car show where people walk around and just have the owner of the Excursion there and go through all the mods and stuff and then be able to ask questions. I kind of want to have a 6-liter guy talk one night or something, because I don't know anything about those, and except that they suck. And I'm kidding. 6-liter. Just trying to get those hate comments. Just working on it. And yeah, so interesting. Excursion recovery class. That's a good idea too. And I thought about doing a recovery class. Muhammad, I'm fine with electrics, but nah. Yeah, that's my problem with them, Muhammad. Jason just said it. I'll pass on the 100K price tag. Yeah, so you can wheel. Like, that's obvious that we're all going to be able to wheel. There's tons of wheeling at Maris. They have guides, and then we also can do our own thing. I got to figure out what I'm going to do for that. I don't know if that's going to be a fee on top, or if they're going to be able to include that. I got to see about getting some sponsors and trying to help with the price. For that price, they help me set up like all the tickets, and then I get the campground and all that stuff. So there's some really cool things included, but I want to make sure I add enough things that like you guys get that. And yeah, show off your excursion. So Brian, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. My brain went initially when you said you're coming, like, we're gonna do a rig walk around at Trail Hero. So don't let me leave Trail Hero without doing a rig walk around. And even though yours is 2-inch lifts and 35s, I don't really care, because people want to build these trucks very differently, and I want you to show it off on a rig walk around on my channel. Because excursion guys need ideas, and I want to see what you've done too. So it's really fun for me to do a rig walk around, because you guys walk around your trucks and I just get to film you, and then I see something and I'm like, oh, you did that? And yeah, it's really fun. So, but yes, we're gonna do that, Brian. Thanks, Muhammad. Yeah. So, but like, essentially a rig walk around setup as a show, essentially. I don't know. The problem with that I always end up with is at a car show type thing, I always end up sitting by my truck and never getting to see other people. So I have to do it in like shifts. We have to do like, yeah, I have to figure out how to do that in shifts so that people can walk around and then you know you're not going to miss somebody who wants to talk to you about yours because you're going to do like maybe 10-minute slots and we'll start at 1 or something. And like, here, this person has 10 minutes to talk about their truck, and then we're going to go to the next truck as a group. And so you know at a certain time, if you're number 25, you're 2 hours and 50 minutes in or something. I don't know. Would that be interesting? What do we think about that? A timed type thing. Rock out and Glock out. Thank you for the wave. Thank you for the hearts. If you have not hit the like button and you are in here, I would appreciate that. Yeah, what do you think of that show idea? Like everybody's numbered, or the spaces are numbered or something, and we say there's 25 vehicles. We give everybody 10 minutes, and we're going to do a 2 hour and 50-minute show, essentially. And it's not going to work that way. It's going to be further than that because it's only 60 minutes an hour. You can only do 6 vehicles an hour. Braining. But essentially, like, yeah, we do 10 minutes, and then, like, the group can walk, or you can do whatever you want. But, like, if you're interested in one, you know that slot number 6 is going to be going at the 1 hour mark because it's been 10 minutes. Interesting. What do we think about that? I've never seen that before. But there, you know what? We do that the first night. I don't hate that idea. I don't hate that idea at all. Because then you at least like know what the person's thinking. And the interesting thing that we're gonna find though is some people are gonna be like, I don't want to. Did you know like the number 2 biggest fear in the world is public speaking? And so some people are not gonna like that, or not gonna want to talk about their rig, and that's fine, I guess. But man, I don't know. The excursion community seems like people that want to talk, and if they're gonna come to this event, I would imagine they're gonna want to talk. I'm going to go write this down. I think I like that idea, especially as the icebreaker. The problem is we're going to start on a Thursday night. I'm thinking that's like a Friday night activity so that we wait for everybody to get in. And or every night we just do that. We just go around every afternoon or every night right before dinner or after dinner. I don't know what the light's going to be like. And we just all like, well, we're just going to go around the circle. Everybody has to introduce their truck. It's in there. It's in the notes. So I will play with that idea. I like that. Yeah, and I want to make sure I get everybody or give everybody a chance to do it too. I think that's the other thing. Yeah, because I'm like, a car show kind of seems lame. What I'm worried about doing it the first night, and if we have 5 people there, we'll do it the first night. But is that we're gonna miss people that are coming in the next day. And then, like, maybe some people are going to come in just for the day and stay in Amarillo or something. I know that this event doesn't entice I need to make it open for the 2-wheel drive guys, too. Because I want all the excursions there. And I just want to get to know everybody. And I don't really care that it's 4-wheel drive versus 2-wheel drive. But Maris Adventure Park works really well for camping and doing all this stuff. And so, yeah, I, like... Maris Adventure Park makes the most sense as far as space, but it's an off-road park, so I'm afraid the 2-wheel drive guys are going to stay away, and I don't want them to. I want them to feel welcome, and I want to know about their trucks, too. I don't care that it's 2-wheel drive. Honestly, the 2-wheel drive guys are smarter. There's less stuff to break. Yo, John Cat. What up, buddy? Yeah, I didn't tell anybody I was going to be live tonight. I just decided to go live, and because I can't do Wednesdays anymore because I got another job that started up. But, so I've kind of been trying to figure out what day works, and I think this might work. 4 p.m. Pacific to whatever time I decide to leave, as usual, on a Sunday afternoon. The issue with this is that I like football. And so if a game is good and going into overtime and it's done after 4 o'clock, I don't know what I'm going to do. Yep, I'm back now. Yeah, I was back. I got back last weekend. So, but I couldn't do Wednesdays anymore because I did start this other job back this week. So yeah. So I kind of been moving around. I can also do like a lot of Monday, but I don't think I should do like, Monday at 10 a.m. It doesn't make any sense. So, seems like this might be the thing. Yeah, and I think it might work better for a lot of people. So, glad to have you in here, John Cat. Good to see some names. A lot of my regular names have popped back in here. So, really, really appreciate all of you guys seeing this and coming and hanging out and being a part of it. I just love hanging out with you. This has been a hectic week, so this has been a fun thing. So, what other questions do we have? We are talking about, Brian and I and a couple other guys are talking about the event. We're talking about some ideas on what good things to bring into the event that really make it worth the money to come for the weekend and make you want to come. And we kind of have come up with this like kind of car show idea, but kind of like rig walk around. Like everybody has theirs set up, and then we go around as a group essentially, and everybody gets 10 minutes or something, and we get to have you talk about your vehicle versus sitting with your vehicle and hoping that people come up to you and then they leave their vehicle and they can't talk to somebody. So I'm thinking that's the thing, Brian. I like this, and I like it as an icebreaker a lot. And honestly, we could even if there's like two of us there the first night, we could do it, and then we could do it again the next night, and we just add to it. And then for the next people, every time you're going to remember something new. Like this stupid truck, I can't remember everything. I do rig walk around videos, or I've done a rig walk around video of it, and then I watch it, and I'm like, why didn't I go into that? I'm like, yeah, I bobbed it, whatever. And so. Like, you guys are going to want to look at it. And I do. When we meet here next couple weeks, it'll be like, yeah, go crawl around the thing. I don't really care. But, like, when I'm just doing a video, what am I going to show? My crappy welds? That's what you're going to see. But, yeah, I don't know. It's kind of goofy. It's kind of different. So, anyway, that's what we're kind of talking about. Ghost, what up? How are you today? Yeah, that's exactly what mine is like, John Cat. The memory, but I can't remember everything. Like, especially when you have put the amount of time into a vehicle that I have put into this truck, I don't remember everything I've done. And I've spent so much time cutting, so much time trimming, so much, like, just all those little things. And people are like, well, what'd you cut? Well, in layman's terms, stuff. Because, yeah, every one of the little tabs and everything that's stuck towards the tires is gone, and that didn't happen overnight, and it's not easy to just take a picture of every single one of them and say cut it all here. Ghost, dude, I am stellar. I'm glad to see some folks like you. I recognize that name, Ghost. I think you've been on my lives before. Yeah, dude, I'm doing great. It's a freaking good Sunday, hanging out with you guys, just getting a smile, getting a laugh. We've thought of a stellar thing. Jason, where's that guy's name? Jason Hatfield has came up with the Excursion equivalent to ducks. And I personally don't love the ducks, but the Excursion equivalent is better. We're going to make mini gas pumps, and we're going to give them to Excursion owners because it's better. And Excursion owners need gas pumps because it'll remind you to get gas. All the time. Every time you start the truck. It needs gas. Yeah. So, could be hilarious. We're definitely going to give them out of the event. If I can figure out how to get them made in time. So, I need to figure out how to 3D print something that's a little soft. I don't know if that's possible. I need to talk to my friend with the 3D printer. The family man, are you in here? Yeah. So anyway, we're just having a good old time, laughing, living life. What other things would you like to see at the event? Bring them on. Just throw out dumb things. If you would like to see, I know we talked about a pole pad. I'm not really sure I love that. People are gonna be a long way from home. But if people wanted to break their stuff and try and get it home, that's fine. I'm not doing it. Dude, you just need to go. So the tickets are coming on sale pretty soon. You know all the dates and stuff because I think you've been in here before. But go to my Facebook page, Geeks 4x4 Facebook, and then you go to the events, and then you can just hit going on the thing, and then that'll give you all the updates and stuff for the event. And yeah, some more information is going to come out about that real soon. I need to email the folks at Maris and see where they're at. They're going to make the tickets for me real soon. So I'm going to have the tickets hopefully by the end of the month, I'll be able to post up the tickets and get you guys to be able to start buying and getting tickets. So, be cool. Cool stuff. I got to buy a ticket too because it's a private park. We're all buying tickets. It's going to be great. Yeah. What other questions do we have? What do we got going on in your guys' lives? And what is excursion stuff that you want to talk about right here on the live? We were also talking about, Trail Hero is my next big event that I'm personally going to be at. I leave here on the September 27th, which is close. And I still need to put the hub seal in this rear wheel. So that's annoying. What, Jason? People that buy new vehicles have more time on them than people that wrench on their old stuff. Explain that to me. I feel like people that wrench on their old stuff have more time on their vehicles. Maybe it's paying them off. They have more time on them. Yeah. Yes, you are right, Jason. Yeah, so you have more time. You have more time on your hands if you wrench on your own vehicles. Yeah. Yeah, maybe. Or you're just broke and you can't afford to pay anybody, so you do it in the middle of the night. Yeah, I gotta take this hub off tomorrow and put a new seal on it. Yeah. Hopefully it doesn't leak anymore. I'm ready to not have it leak. Maybe I'll fix my parking brake when I'm in there too. Kind of nice to have a nice working parking brake for Trail Hero. Samson, hey, just bought a 2002 Excursion. Congratulations, Samson. Tomorrow it's getting new tires and rims. Well, first of all, you're not allowed to call wheels rims anymore. They are wheels because you're an Excursion owner, so you're cooler than that. Secondly, what engine is in your Excursion, my friend? John Cat, you are also really right. Diesel car lock. The rear hub seal is annoying? Talk to me about it. I freaking hope not. It's just annoying that it's leaking, the current thing. I did drive to Missouri with it leaking, and it was fine. Samson, a 7.3. Wow, congratulations, my friend. You just bought the king of the king. The best Excursion, the best SUV ever freaking built, man. Yeah, excellent. What are you hoping to do for tires and wheels? What's the plan? Are you, I hope you're not going to go like 25-inch wheels with a 30-inch tire. Don't be like that. Let's get some good sized meat on there. Yes, exactly, diesel car lock. It's just annoying. It's just one of those annoying things. I hope the seal is not hard to put in. It seems like I have the right tools. And I've never really pulled that apart before, though. So it'll be quite interesting. So, yeah. John Cat, you just need to pocket out the money if it's $4,500, dude. Oak Shade, Ford makes a reliable 4x4 SUV. Well, if you think a 20-year-old vehicle with 250,000 miles on it is reliable, yes. That's the problem with all Excursions is they got tons of miles on them. And that's the problem. They're actually stellar, though. Oak Shade. They are... so they got one of the best... All of them have one of the best drivetrains. Depending on... Doesn't even matter the motor. That was ever produced by Ford. You have 29 cents right now. Dude, John Cat, you and I. Same. Samson says he's going 18s with Patagonia. at Pros after taking it to a diesel mechanic just to get it checked out. That's awesome. Samson, where do you live? You got a good diesel mechanic? 18s on Patagonias. What size? You going to get 33 then? Yeah. Yeah. Well, John Cat, it's because nobody will put anything in the super chat. I mean, all you guys are here with the opportunity, and I know you have tons of money to add to the super chat, and nobody's adding to the super chat. I'm kidding. You guys are great, and I appreciate it, and I will do this for free forever. But I would like to make some money from it at some point, and I would appreciate a couple dollars. A couple dollars would just, all I would ask for. The goal is like $70. We're not even near that today. But I have had a great conversation, and I just love getting to know you guys, and I just love talking to you guys. So I really don't care, but it does make me feel better when I leave and I made some money. But I don't really care. So anyway, no obligation, but there's a big trip coming up, and this truck gets terrible fuel mileage. San Antonio, Texas. That's awesome, man. Yeah, I hope so, Samson. Samson, I need to tell you about the Excursion event then. If you are a new Excursion owner, you are welcome to come to the first ever Excursion event. It is actually happening in your state, which is great for me because I live in Washington. It's at Maris Adventure Park up north, up near Amarillo, and it is April 9th through the 12th of 2026. You should pencil those in your calendar right now. And if you haven't followed me and subscribed to Geeks 4x4 on all the socials, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, here, you should, because I've got tons of tips and tricks and stuff about the excursions. I am kind of the excursion guy. I don't love saying that because it feels like I'm just doing, but I kind of am. I'm trying to do my best to help you guys out with all these little things, especially if you're a DIY guy and you just want to learn about some of these things. My hope is that I got some videos to help you out. And check out the S&P 500 investment plan. Yeah, buddy. Check out all that. You need some money. You need money to make money. But yeah, Samson, so if you go on Facebook, my Geeks 4x4 Facebook, and you go under events, you'll see the Excursion event, and that's the event that's happening next year. So sign up. I mean, don't click you're interested, and it'll tell you. It'll give you the updates whenever I post in there. So the tickets are going to be coming out soon, and it would be a great, especially if newer Excursion owner like you'll be at that point, 6 months or whatever. That you're going to learn tons coming to an event like that. So, blah, blah. Hi, me, Nito, A66. What is up? I saw the wave there. Sorry, I was talking. Does this have a front-end conversion? Do you mean like the body panels or the suspension? The suspension, it does. The body panel's negative. I actually don't like the newer front ends on the Excursion. I'll let you guys in on a little secret. The old geek... something nostalgic. This front end on these trucks is, and personally I don't really like the 05s either. Sorry, Project XJ. But this truck, this front end, is my favorite front end that Ford has ever built. It has nostalgia to me. I grew up with a little red single cab, long box pickup that I loved to death as a kid, and that front end and this front end are the same, and there's something about them that I just love. And so yeah, I mean, they do look good. I do agree. I don't hate them, but I just it's just not my style. I do have the 05 headlights on this truck, but I don't think I'll ever do the panels, especially on this one. These fenders are gonna get beat up, so who needs it? I mean, this wasn't me though. Duck Ninja, you made it in here. Glad to see you're alive and well. I'm kidding. Glad to see you found me. I didn't tell anybody that I was coming, but I'm thinking this is my new live time. I started at 4 o'clock. So if you were doing stuff at 4 o'clock, dude, I'm so angry at you. But yeah, just kind of hanging out Sunday afternoons, 4 p.m. Pacific now is kind of the thought. So I'm going to have to change all my things. cool. It's cool. It's fine. It's going to be great. Alrighty. So, yeah. We were talking about the Excursion event. That's happening. We've got some great ideas flowing for that. Duck Ninja Dad's out here playing Fortnite. Are you like 12 years old, Duck Ninja Dad? Come on, man. I kid. The interior's cool. Me neato. I do like some of the guys doing the dashes and stuff are cool. Problem is the interior, like you have to custom make the second door panels. So either they're leaving them old, or I don't know what they're doing. Custom make it up, and yeah. So it's just like a ton of work. Again, probably not something I'll ever do. I don't need that type of stuff. I'm not that kind of person. I could see putting newer seats in my 7.3 to get a little bit nicer seat. But other than that, probably not much. These ones, this has PRP seats in it now, so it's nicer than anything Ford will ever put in a vehicle. And they're heated. They're not cooled, so in theory, they're not nicer than anything Ford will ever put in a vehicle, but they're more comfortable than anything Ford will ever put in a vehicle. What else we got, guys? So yeah, we were talking about the event. We got Trail Hero coming up. Tomorrow is your last day. If you are thinking about getting trails for Trail Hero, use the code GEEKS25. You have some new seats, and you replaced the whole carpet. Dang, man, that's awesome. Thank you, Minito. Minito, do you own an Excursion? Are you an Excursion folk? Or are you just kind of an interested party in Excursions? It's really funny to stare at yourself all day. Anybody ever sit in their truck and do that? No, me neither. Okay, cool. Oh, you're still there. Hello. Yeah, so we were talking about the Excursion event. I was looking for some more ideas on that from you guys. Yeah, imagine seeing it from your side. Oh my gosh, I can't believe you guys click on it. Like, it's my face. Why did you click? You saw me. I'm even in the thumbnail today. You knew you're gonna have to look at my mug. It's the worst, man. It's the worst. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry I'm not better looking. I just like Excursions. And I could have been better looking. But I'm not. Every one of us probably could have been better looking. Yeah. Yeah, this is pretty much punishment. Pretty much. Love it. Love it. Grand Marquis, 2 F-150s and a Navigator. So you are a Ford. Yeah, you're a Ford guy. Heck yeah. You need an Excursion with that fleet. You could get a 5.4 since you seem to love the 5.4s. But I wouldn't buy a 5.4 Excursion. Unless you're buying a 2-wheel drive and you don't plan to tow with it. But if you like beating on things, you can buy a 5.4 Excursion. But I would buy a V10 at least. And then, at best, a 7.3. Because it's the best. And I own a V10 and a 7.3, and it's not hard to say that 7.3 is better. That being said, the V10 is freaking awesome. It's just not a 7.3. I love Bob. Bob and his V10, stellar. It's just not a 7.3. Love it, though. Love it. New pole trailer. Sweet, man. Yeah, Excursion probably didn't even know it was back there. Just like you didn't know I was on your Facebook page until you broke your screen. I kid. Yeah, that's awesome, man. Just what everybody needs. A big trailer for their big, best SUV ever built. Yeah. It's good stuff. Hey, there's not enough likes on this. So, if you haven't liked this, what the frick are you doing? Come on. Duck Ninja Dad, 8 miles per gallon no matter whether you're towing or not. Stellar. Can build a new V10 cheaper than doing diesel work. Jason, you are so true. You're so correct, man. And honestly, that's why. That's one of the. I mean, obviously, you guys know I bought a V10 to cut up and beat up, and the reason I bought a V10 is because it was so much cheaper. I mean, and also the V10 is better for off-roading. Like, I don't care what anybody says, but if you're gonna build an off-road truck, a diesel is cooler, but it takes forever to get that turbo to spool, and then you got to deal with all that stuff. So yeah. Nito, not pulling trailers in Mexico, man. You gotta put race trucks on trailers and go down to Baja. Yeah, I mean, if you're not worried about towing trailer, then a 5.4 is great. Not a big deal. Yeah, Jason, you're totally correct. And like I said, you guys know, I love this freaking V10. But if I was to have no money problems and no budget, and I was like, I want the best Excursion I can get for doing everything, I'd still buy another 7.3. But honestly, like, if my 7.3 got wrecked and the insurance paid out what they seem to be paying out, I would be trying to find the nicest V10 I could possibly find. Because I can get one with 175,000 miles or 100,000 miles versus a 7.3 with 300,000 miles for the price. So, I'll take 200,000 miles left. Yeah, exactly. You get what I'm saying. John Cat, yeah, you can get tunes. I don't know if... Oh, actually, maybe it's only the V10. 5-Star Tuning makes tunes for V10. I don't know if they do for a 5.4. And then my friend AA Design Tuning has been talking about making tunes for the V10. Him and I are going to get together and make some tunes, I think, for the V10. So... Yeah. Nah, you're good, Manito. I get that. The white Mexicans. I like that name. You mean the gringos? Yo, you're in Ensenada too. Dang. Yeah. That's cool, man. John Cat, just buy another one. Don't try and swap it. Just buy another one. It's not worth swapping. It's not enough. Oh, guys. I've been talking to myself, staring at myself for 107 minutes. And you guys haven't put anything in the super chat to make me paid. It's really rough. I'm kidding. I have to get paid to look at myself. Myself is ugly. Somebody has to help me out. Yeah, you need more of them too, John Cat. I mean, you could sell your 5.4 or just buy it. Yeah. Soon enough, I will have all of them. But nobody's putting money in the super chat to help me buy more Excursions. And I think that's what you guys don't understand. Is if you gave me $1,500 right now, I'd go buy another Excursion. Easy. So whoever wants to just do that, you get to see more dumb videos with my face in them, and all you have to do is donate $1,500. Maybe. Finding one for $1,500 is not that easy. But I could probably do it. I might have to drive it across the country. Blah, blah! 5.4 is one of the worst motors ever made. Don't spend any money on it. Blah, blah, blah! It's not true, blah, blah. It is not one of the worst Ford engines ever made. It's not even close to the 6-liter. It only shoots spark plugs. It's really just underpowered and shoots spark plugs. So you can fix the spark plug thing. New heads or helicoils or anything like that. And then you just have an underpowered vehicle that's going to run forever. I know 5.4s will run to 250,000 miles without even an oil change. That probably needs an oil change. But they're pretty good. Yeah, the 5.4 is killer. I do agree, 2-valve was better, but the 5.4 doesn't matter. The thing is still freaking awesome. There's a guy, he's been on here before, and I think he said he had 350 on his 3-valve. Yeah, see, there you go. Changed more Hemis than any other engine in the world. Alabama Ethan. Hell yeah, mud bogging. What up, Alabama Ethan? How are you doing today? Glad to see you. Blah, blah. Yeah, so you just answered exactly what I said. It can't be the worst motor because the Hemi's worse. Especially when they shut off half the cylinders and pit the rest of them. What a freaking terrible design. Yeah, the 5 liter is a good engine. Yeah, no, I don't think the 5.4 is as bad as a lot of people say. I'm sure you've seen a ton of them blown though, but probably mostly because of spark plugs, and yeah, and the cam phasers for the 3 valves pretty bad. Excursion really got I don't know. Did they stay 2 valve in the Excursion for the 5.4 too? The Lincoln Blackwood ran for 2 years because we focused more on looks and not on utility. Yeah, you're right. I mean, it could be bad at 300. Probably not. I bought a Expedition at 200 with a 5.4 in it. It definitely had shot 2 plugs, I think, and I had to fix that. But then it ran for another like 30,000, 40,000 miles. Before the fact that it was like buried in the sand every weekend finally got to it, and it burned the bearings on the bottom end. And it totally depends on the owner. Yeah. I'm a firm believer in maintenance. And if you maintain something, it will last for you. So, big time believer in that. Speaking of that, this thing's got a drip. I gotta go take it down to my friends and get a new crush washer put on there. Yeah. All right, guys, I am about done, pretty tired, and I think I'm gonna go watch some football. And so, unless you've got any other pressing questions for me today, Lincoln Mark LT. Yeah, those are all good vehicles, man. Hey, Minito, I got a question for you. You still here? Can you get a 2006 Excursion in Mexico? Do you know anything about that? Dang. Yes, you are so correct, blah, blah. Now blah, blah is spelling not blah, blah. He's spelling that you can... Minito, I have heard that they still continued to make them in 2006 in Mexico. That's what I have heard. That has not been confirmed by anybody. My mechanic had seen in California at one point, he did see an 06 at one point. It was a 6 liter in it, so it was broken. But yeah, very, very few, like pretty much not existent, right? They made 5 or 10. Yeah, maintenance is all the stuff, man. No? In Mexico, they stole a bunch of Excursions from the U.S., though. No, they didn't. They stole F-250s. When I lived in California, they were stealing F-250s like crazy because they were running people across the desert in them. And so, when I was growing up, we kept Excursions. Oh, what's behind me, Starsky? Starsky? There's Hutch back there? Brian? Heck yeah, brother. Thank you for the donation. I'll put that into your gas tank at Trail Hero. I'm just kidding. I won't do that. I'm broke. So, put that into my gas tank at Trail Hero. Appreciate it, Brian. I am so looking forward to wheeling with you, my friend, and seeing what you've done to that Excursion. I got to go look at those pictures again that you posted. And was it you that posted on my Trail Hero short the other day? I feel like it was somebody else's username, Brian. Yeah, Manito, I'd love to hear about that. Post it in my community thing if you find it. You can post pictures of your stuff in my community thing as well. You guys are all welcome to do that. Would love to have pictures of your vehicles in my community thing because you are my community. Jason, adding to this, dang man alive. I really appreciate you guys. All my jokes finally got to you. That's pretty awesome. I kid. Jason has the best idea ever. We're all going to put gas pumps on our dash from now on. What about little gas cans, Jason? What about that? What about, like, we just like 3D print or mold the little, like, so it looks like a duck, but it's actually a little gas can with a little spout. That could be funny, too. These guys are hitting up the super chat right now. If you guys want to do that and donate, I very much appreciate these two. It is super, super duper helpful. These little things just help boost and get Geeky's 4x4 to make a couple dollars. Got to pay for a lot of gas this next month here. Going down, going to be driving about 2,500 to 3,000 miles. So super cheap in a V10. I mean, it only costs $3,000. I kid. But yeah, no, I appreciate all of you guys. It is awesome. Bruce is loose. Don't own a Ford. Sorry, brother. It's too bad. I'm so sorry you don't own the best vehicle ever made. And, you know, it's just sad for you. Yeah, that's what I'm wondering, those little gas cans. You have keychains that are gas cans? Ooh. See, Blah Blah's already onto this. Blah, blah. You find something, Benito? You find an 06? There it is. It exists, guys. 06 Excursion in Mexico. Adam Goodwin says, embrace the nightmares from your enemies. My friend, you are correct. Embrace those and live them with a smile, because this life is too short to be mad at people and to do any of that. We are about love around here. Had an 86 F350 four-wheel drive, but it got stolen. Bruce is loose. That it sounds like your Ford is loose, my friend. John Cat, the plan is 4 p.m. Pacific, so I don't remember where you are, but Pacific time, 4 o'clock is the plan. So I'm going to put it in my phone, try and do this thing with you guys, and we're going to do the deal. I think I am going to call it for today. I really appreciate all of you. I'm just super grateful for you guys. And yeah, so 7 o'clock your time, John Cat. I'm just grateful for this time to get to know you. I'm grateful for the opportunity to help you. Grateful for the opportunity to see what you are building. Grateful to have a community that supports me. And I just want to keep building, this community, want to keep putting positivity into the world, and keep enjoying each other's company. I am just glad to know you guys. So thank you so much for paying attention to me, caring about me, helping me out, buying things on Amazon, sending me super chats, doing all the stuff. I appreciate the heck out of all of you. And Canada man, positivity to you. You are up just north of me. I'm in Washington State. And that is what I'm about. That's what this channel is about. You're not going to see me putting people down. I'm always going to support people. Always want to help you. And, yep. Love it, John Cat. Starting the New Testament. You'll enjoy the heck out of the New Testament. Love you guys. Thanks so much for everything. I am going to peace out for the day. We will see you next week. Till the next one. Goodbye. I clicked the X. It didn't work. I'm still on.